The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E A Adeboye, said a lot of things yesterday after the Holy Ghost service of November. I mean, it was a power packed Holy Ghost service. But several things he has said, they've been trying to call him out that he has not said anything concerning Donald Trump and, the government, the present situation that we are in. And he's like, okay, so he wants to speak right now, but not speaking to everybody in general. He's speaking to his children, and he told his children to wait. He even went as far as saying, if you're not one of his children, that you should actually, log out, and that he wants to have some words with his children, which he did. And in this particular video you're about to see, he explained and narrated how he went behind the scene, to even go and see President Muhammad Buhari, the late President Muhammad Buhari, during his tenure and everything that transpired. And so now he's actually trying to lend his voice again, since you guys are trying to call him out, because it's one thing to advise a person and it's another thing for the person to carry out the advice. He actually made a statement like, you cannot command the commander-in-chief, you just have to suggest, and it depends on the person to take the suggestion. So I think this should be like a very perfect and beautiful answer to all of those that have been calling him out concerning this issue. It's not every time these people will come out. They've been talking since how many years ago? The government are not listening. So please, what do you want them to do? I mean, he's getting old, he's trying to be okay for himself, and you guys are still calling him out. Even after this very long statement, about 30-something minutes or 30-something minutes of his time he gave trying to explain everything, some persons are still dragging him. Like, what do people want? You guys are never satisfied. Like, it's you guys' problem.
In my own usual quiet way, I had related to all the presidents who were around when this trouble started. What did you tell them? Whatever I discuss between me and the big ones is top privacy. I have done my best, quietly, behind the scene. But as I've always told you, you can only advise the commander-in-chief. You can't command him. Because if you command the commander-in-chief, then you become the commander of the commander-in-chief. That doesn't make sense. But I've tried. And God is my witness. There was a president, unfortunately, he's dead now, as Buhari, who issued such an order. Some of you will remember. Who called the service chief together and said, I give you 3 months. Get rid of all these Boko Haram people or resign. He's not around to tell you who gave him that advice. He ran with that advice, but he didn't follow it through. Because he gave the order as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. But And amid the security operatives moved fast. But 3 months went, and the work was not done. So I went to see him. It was in the news, so this time somehow the press got to know that I visited him. Of course, they were not there when we talked. And unfortunately, like I said, he's not alive now. Or else I would have asked you to go and ask him. Sir, why didn't you follow through? Because when 3 months passed and the work wasn't done, why didn't you proceed with your, are we going to call it threat? I won't tell you the details, but one thing came out of that meeting. Which would lead me to my next advice to our government. In case there's any of you who can get across to them. That when giving orders to the service chief this time round, we should make it clear to them that they are not only to eliminate the terrorists, they should eliminate their sponsors. No matter how influential they may be. And when I say my people, when I say our leaders should move fast, move diplomatically, they have to be and move wisely. We must take note of the fact that if America should attack us, China is not coming to defend us. Russia will not come to defend us. All the so-called world leaders, they will talk. They will condemn what America had done in strongest terms. But that's all they will do. That's all. Britain is not going to come and help us. No foreign or no other foreign powers will come to our aid. This is not the time for joking. This is not the time for grammar. This is not the time for, I don't know a simple word for semantics. It's not the time when you begin to argue. Is it, what do you call it? suicide, or what are they calling it? What's the language? Whatever they want to call it.